A beautiful young woman who dedicated her life as a priestess had her purity and beauty tragically taken from her by the very gods she worshipped. This is the origin of Medusa, the most hideous and terrifying monster from Greek mythology. Medusa was born from two ancient sea deities, Perseus, the god who causes dangers in the deep sea, and Ceto, the goddess of sea monsters. Her parents had a half-god, half-beast appearance, as did her sisters Athena and Uriel. Both were Gorgons, with a mix of human and snake features. But Medusa was born a normal human, and she was exceptionally beautiful, with long, flowing golden hair, large round eyes, and an innocent smile. From a young age, Medusa deeply respected and worshipped Athena. "When I grow up, I will be a priestess in Athena's temple, the goddess of wisdom and war," the girl said with sparkling eyes. As she grew older, she began preparing to become a priestess of Athena, just as she had intended. Becoming a temple priestess was not easy. They had to be trained, maintain their purity, and conduct themselves appropriately, because as temple priestesses, they were representatives of Athena. Their every action would impact the reputation and honor of the goddess of wisdom. With sincere dedication, Medusa trained diligently and became the most popular priestess. The rituals Medusa performed attracted more and more people to witness her worship of Athena. Everyone who came was captivated by Medusa's beauty, so much so that one man dared to say that Medusa's hair was more beautiful than Athena's. On Mount Olympus, Athena noticed the large crowds gathering at her temple, but felt no joy. She knew that most people were not there to worship her, but to admire the beautiful priestess named Medusa. Athena tried to suppress her envy of her own priestess. At the same time, Poseidon, the mighty god of the sea, who was at odds with Athena, they had once competed to be the patron god of Athens, and Athena ultimately won. Poseidon had held a grudge ever since, waiting for an opportunity to take revenge on Athena. When the god of the sea noticed that Athena paid special attention to the beautiful priestess who oversaw her temple, he began to plot his revenge. One day, Medusa was walking by the sea. Poseidon appeared from the ocean majestically. He used his divine charm to entice the young woman. "Come, be a part of the vast ocean with me, Medusa. You shall experience power no one has ever witnessed." But Medusa did not forget her vows as a priestess. She refused Poseidon. "I dare not, great god of the sea. I have dedicated myself to goddess Athena. Please forgive me." She then quickly ran to Athena's temple, where she felt safe. But Poseidon relentlessly pursued her. The young woman entered and prayed, pleading for protection from Athena's statue. "Please, goddess, please protect me." But it seemed the goddess did not hear. Poseidon's heavy footsteps drew closer and closer. Medusa could only cry, helpless to escape. Poseidon violated her in Athena's sacred temple. His revenge was complete. He destroyed the most skilled priestess and defiled the temple Athena cherished. Medusa felt ashamed and unclean. When Athena appeared, the goddess blamed Medusa and spoke furiously. "How dare you, Medusa, bring such shame to this sacred place? You must pay for this transgression. Because of your beauty, my temple has been defiled. If not for your beauty, my temple would remain pure, and my honor would not be tarnished." After speaking, Athena cursed Medusa. Later that night, Medusa's fellow priestesses began searching for her and found Medusa sitting and crying in the temple. Medusa cried out, "Don't come near me, please leave," because she didn't want anyone to see her in that state. But out of concern, her friends still walked closer and touched Medusa's shoulder, hoping to comfort her from her sorrow. But then, a snake from Medusa's head bit her friend's hand. "Ouch!" Medusa's friend cried out. Medusa herself was startled and instinctively turned to look at her friend. When Medusa met the unfortunate woman's gaze, her friend immediately turned to stone. Now, Medusa was no longer the beautiful young woman. She had become a gorgon, just like her sisters, with pale green skin covered in snake scales. Moreover, her beautiful golden hair had transformed into venomous snakes, ready to harm anyone who came near them. The form of a beautiful maiden became a horrifying creature. Furthermore, the goddess of wisdom and war cursed anyone who looked into Medusa's eyes to turn to stone. Medusa's purity was destroyed by Poseidon, and her beauty was stolen by Athena. Medusa was both shocked and despairing. To prevent anyone else from being harmed by her, she fled to hide in a deep cave. But along the way, some townspeople who happened to see her and make eye contact turned to stone. People began spreading rumors about a monstrous creature with an ugly face, snake hair, and the ability to turn people to stone. From that day on, Medusa lived in hiding, wishing never to be seen again. Many heroes tried to hunt and kill Medusa to eliminate the beast and ensure the safety of the people. But no hero survived. All turned to stone inside Medusa's cave. As days turned into nights, the relentless pursuit, the constant struggle for survival, and the hatred from people caused Medusa to slowly lose her humanity. She gradually became a ferocious monster, slaying those who hunted her. Her name became synonymous with a terrifying beast. There was no longer the beautiful, innocent young woman, but only a creature ready to kill anyone who pursued it. One day, as Medusa was living in her cave, she heard the footsteps of another intruder. The beastly instinct within Medusa was activated once more. She prepared to confront the new enemy. The brave warrior cautiously made his way into Medusa's lair. Medusa crept closer to the warrior. As she was preparing to ambush him, she saw a bright and shining shield. Medusa was stunned to see that the shield the warrior carried was the Aegis, Athena's sacred shield. Yes, Athena had lent the warrior her shield specifically to fight Medusa. The shield was polished to a mirror-like shine. While Medusa was momentarily stunned, the warrior saw the monstrous shadow reflected on the shield. He knew the monster was behind him, so he quickly attacked, severing Medusa's head from her body. The warrior's name was Perseus. After completing his mission, he returned the Aegis shield to Athena, and also presented Medusa's head to Athena. Furthermore, some legends say that Medusa was pregnant by Poseidon before she was cursed. When Perseus cut off her head, two beings sprang forth from Medusa's neck: Chrysaor, a warrior bearing a golden sword, and Pegasus, a pure white winged horse. Pegasus was a pure and beautiful creature. It is said that Pegasus represents all the original purity that was stripped away from his mother. Although Athena lent Perseus her shield to kill Medusa, some legends also say that Athena did it to free Medusa from a terrifying life of isolation and constantly being hunted. And to honor Medusa, Athena placed Medusa's head on her shield. But some view it as Athena's final act of revenge, eliminating the woman who defiled her temple and ensuring Poseidon would forever remember that he failed to dishonor her. Medusa's head became another legend, serving to extol the power of the Aegis shield and enhance Athena's honor. What do you think? Did Athena want to free Medusa? Or was it simply her final revenge? If you enjoy stories, myths, and interesting facts from around the world, don't forget to subscribe to the World in Words channel. See you in the next clip. Goodbye for now.